Hi everyone, welcome to the astrological love readings for the month of August. Just to let you know that the readings are going to be slightly different, only very slightly from now on, in that it will be a masculine and feminine on both sides for your astrological sign. Sun, moon or rising, or whatever you want to check in terms of your own chart. So what does that mean, the masculine and the feminine? So yes, masculine, very often masculine represented by the male, feminine represented by the female. I will be using those terms. Very often, yes, that is how it's kind of represented. It's not always that simple though. Sometimes you might be female and the masculine energy might be working through you. Sometimes you might be male and the feminine energy is working through you. Essentially, it's not really assigned to gender or sexuality. So always use your intuition, always, with everything. What resonates with you is for you, what doesn't isn't. But I would also invite you to explore things that you don't feel are true. Just explore them, see how maybe they could feel true to you. But always go with what feels right to you in your heart and your intuition. Also, we are all masculine and feminine. So watch the reading and be interested into how the two energies are interplaying within you. You can watch the reading and kind of see how your masculine and your feminine is just playing out with you, and how's that interplaying in your relationships or your relationship with yourself. Don't get too kind of complex with it, but it really is just broaden. Sometimes it's helpful to just broaden the way we're looking at things and get the messages that way. But essentially, yes, very often it will be just, masculine is represented by a male, feminine represented by a female, and you can just kind of go down that road, but it's not always that simple. All right then, on with the readings. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please share with people that you feel this would be helpful to. This is all about living love with one another and living in harmony. And do comment, and I appreciate your support. Lots and lots of love. And there will be a monthly general masculine and feminine reading and weekly general masculine and feminine readings available to buy on Vimeo. So that will be alongside these astrological masculine and feminine readings. Lots of love. On with the reading. Hi Capricorn, how's it going? I hope you had a great July. Really glad to see you and excited to see what the cards have for August. So, a little bit more shuffling, and then we will get the cards out. Card on the bottom of the deck is the Moon. That's the major arcana. That's the truth being revealed, things coming to the surface. It's quite a feminine energy. It's an energy of uncovering. So it's really, that seems to be the word, that this is going to be a month of uncovering. So get ready to uncover and maybe to be uncovered. Starting off with the feminine, we have the King of Swords. Then the Five of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. For the masculine, we have the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 10 of Swords. Energy crowning, energy the masculine brings in, energy the feminine brings in, and the root we will turn over a bit later. And as I said, bottom of the deck, the moon, things being uncovered. I never really get that, but I really do just really feel like there's just a one word message for that moon card, and it is uncovered, uncovering, or to uncover, the uncovered. So the feminine starts off with this King of Swords. So she may be a little bit too dogmatic in her thinking at the moment. It's as though she's decided what's going on here and she's sticking to it, and I feel like she may be missing out on quite a lot of stuff here. I feel like she's it just feels like she's very focused, and in so many ways there is nothing wrong with that, and it feels good, that energy. It feels like she feels good in it. It's like, I know what's going on here, I'm focused, and I've decided, and it's all good. It's like she feels good in it, but I'm not quite sure that she's being completely true with herself about that feeling, because I feel as though in actual fact she isn't feeling, I mean, the truth is that she's not feeling that confident, and it feels a little bit like it might be a bit of a false facade. And it's interesting, again, you know, we have that moon card on the bottom of the deck, so the moon really is about all those facades falling down. And this position that the feminine puts herself in with the King of Swords, it pushes the masculine energy away. He feels overburdened, and he really can't see her. He can't see the love, really. He can't see her because she's wearing this mask. And he believes that there's victory in other places away from her. He doesn't want to look at her because he sees her in her, he knows who she really is. And so when she behaves in a way or takes on a persona that he feels is inauthentic, even though it may feel authentic to her, and in very many ways it is, it's what I'm getting is that he really knows her true self. So he's never going to be responsive to the feminine wearing a mask, because actually she's very soft, very sensitive, very loving underneath. And that's the reason why I think, because of whatever's happened or happening, she's decided to be very kind of structured and dogmatic and very logical about everything. But I do feel like it's not really working for her. And it isn't going to work because I do feel like it leads on and is attached to this Five of Pentacles energy, which is all about this feeling of lack, which is also an illusion. But it feels quite heavy. It feels like, yes, there's a lot of lack here. There's nothing, I don't have anything that I want. This isn't working out. I don't have this love and light that I know that I am, that I want in my life. And I know it's there, but I can't really feel it. And I feel like it really is because she's just putting on this mask or playing this role. It feels like it's a bit of a short-term energy. It doesn't feel like a long-term thing. It feels like it's a short-term thing that she's decided to do. It feels like she's come to this position where she's got an idea about the way things are, and she feels quite solid in that, but all it really does is connect her up to this feeling of lack, and that she doesn't really have what she wants. And that's the truth of it. This isn't really the truth of it. This feels like more moving towards the truth of how she's really feeling or how she's really experiencing things. But it feels like a little bit she makes the masculine wrong rather than just take responsibility for her feeling of lack here. But then once we uncover that feeling of lack, then we can look into that and see whether that's true or not. And within this card, it really isn't true. It's just a perception that there's lack. And they're kind of choosing. I mean, there is lack because they're choosing it. They are choosing to see this. They're missing this abundance here in the window. So this lack isn't real. It can seem real in our experience, but the truth is that it's there and we're missing it. Just we've got to turn around, look up, there it is. See things from a slightly different perspective, and then you will find everything that you've been hoping and wishing for. And I do believe you will find it, because I do believe this month is all about uncovering. Third card we have for the feminine is the Queen of Wands. This is a message. The Queen of Wands has been turning up a little bit, quite a lot in these readings, and she feels it is the Queen of Wands. It doesn't feel like it's attached to a person or even a suit or a fire sign or anything. It feels like it is, it's an energy. It's a feminine energy, it's an extrovert energy, it's a passionate energy, it's a go-getting energy, it's a fun energy. It's a regal energy. She's a queen. She's powerful, she knows what she wants, but she's fun. And she keeps turning up here as this little messenger to say, use these attributes. These are the attributes that you need right now. And that's that message there for the feminine. The masculine does feel like he's going through a little bit of a hard time here, or a bit of a back and forth thing. Victory, this is a good kind of solid card, but I do feel like his response to everything is just surrender. So it's, I'm just going to go with the flow, I've given up trying to please. I think that's really what's going on with that Wheel of Fortune. And again, this Ten of Swords is all about kind of giving up. I mean, this guy, you know, he's not going anywhere, is he? He would do well to give up, really. So it does feel as though the masculine's kind of like giving up, but it feels like a good thing that he's giving up. When we kind of hit that place where we're like, okay, there's nowhere to go, it does feel a little bit like rock bottom. But it's always darkest before the dawn, and that's really what I'm feeling here, is that there's a lot of scope. These two cards here are very victorious. They're just kind of flanked with these two tens here. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's not all going to feel so bad. But it's kind of like this process, it feels like, of completion, of letting go of our worries, or, you know, things that we don't need or things that we don't want. And it is about making a kind of decision to let that go and really just go with the flow. And I feel like the masculine does, because of that Wheel of Fortune there. And it is time for the feminine here to look at things in a slightly different light. She wants to make it work with this masculine energy. She wants to make it work with the masculine, but she needs to be aware of this, some of these beliefs and thoughts and things that are going on here, and really bring out these attributes, and from that place of much more warmth and of being who she is, then she can have some better ideas about ways to make this work practically. And it feels like it kind of is her responsibility, because it feels like the masculine's going through some stuff where, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on and lots of endings going on and lots of focus upon, it just feels like there's a bit of drama, not even drama, it just feels like there's some things going down over here. And therefore it feels like the feminine responsibility to kind of take a step back and think of things, be a bit practical, but be a bit practical in a new, slightly different way. And that will help things along greatly. Crowning is the Strength card, Major Arcana, big card. First time it's turned up for these readings for this month. And it really feels like it's simple reading, it's simple communication, which is really just that strength. You are going to need to be strong. You are. I can't say it any differently really to how it's turning up here. And it really is that, yes, you do need to be a little bit gather your strength and be strong and keep going. We do need strength. I mean, it really is the truth. All of this that's happening now is really just about the truth emerging and us coming into our own truth and essentially coming into our power. So just really let it happen, go with it, don't resist it. But you will need some strength to get through this time, because there's just a lot, but it's not even, it doesn't feel like it's a big, I don't want to put it across like there's a whole load of drama and lots of big, it's all catastrophe and bad here, because it's not. It's just that it feels like it's a period of time where all the barriers to our truth are becoming very available for us to see. And, it's up to us to just kind of like go through it, take off the mask. When I let go of these ideas, then I realise that actually I'm feeling really alone and lackful here, but I'm able to challenge myself in that and find that there is everything I need here, and I just need to be this way and think things a little bit differently, and then everything works out. That seems to be the story, but it will take strength and it will take some focus to do that. The energy the masculine brings in is the Six of Pentacles. So he wants to give here, and there is giving, there is abundance here for the feminine. There is no lack. He does want to provide her with the things that she feels that she needs. He definitely does. The energy the feminine brings in is justice. Quite a lot of major arcana here, the big energies, the moon, the wheel of fortune, strength and justice. Justice in relationships and in love readings can very much mean things coming into balance in terms of breakups and divorces, so that is a little message there. But it really feels like it is her coming into her own balance. There's also the scales you see on this side, scales here. There is some symmetry there, there is some connection there, and it does feel like, a balanced, solid place that she is coming into. And then from that solid place, she can feel and see that the assistance that is available to her. And this masculine, it feels like when the feminine's around, he wants to be a provider. This card is about giving and receiving, but it really does feel like in this instance, and as it's been coming up recently, that this is the representation, that the giver, the generosity, the wanting to give. It doesn't necessarily mean financial, but it's like wanting to give where there is need. This need here, this perceived need here, this perceived need here, wanting to be able to give. Need for whatever we feel we need. It is here. The energy at the root is the Ace of Swords. Again, this for me is that sword of truth. It's cutting through all the rubbish, cutting through all the mistruth, and really bringing everything to the surface so that we can see it and then decide what we really want. So this is really what's going on this month. Cutting through all of the bushes, cutting down all the weeds, and just being left with a beautiful garden that we can see properly, you know? It is really just uncovering the beautiful truth, but sometimes we have to get into those weeds to uncover it. We've got to see the weeds to then be able to kind of like cut them down with this victory sword of truth. And it is victory and it is victorious to cut them through and to get through to the truth and to make our way through to the truth. And that's really what this August is about. Outcome card. Oh, let's go for that one then. Is the Empress. So this is a strong message for the feminine. She is the divine feminine embodiment. She is abundant, she is creativity, she is pregnancy, she is fullness, she is wholeness, she is Gaia, she is the earth. She is remembering who we really are. I mean, she works very well in tandem with the moon energy. Remembering who we are. That we are all connected by this earth and we are sustained by it and we are all friends here upon it. But we really do have to be who we really are and cut through our own illusions about ourselves and about other people to really get through to the truth. And I promise you it's beautiful. So don't be afraid. Surrender to what's happening. Utilize these skills of fun and joy and extroversion and passion and creativity to fuel you through, see things in a slightly different light, and allow victory to just rise. And that seems to be all. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. That was very interesting. As I said, do watch again. That was a bit complex in places. Do like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your taking the time to do that. There is a monthly general masculine feminine reading that I do that is up for August. They are weekly ones I do too. If you would like to be involved in those, they are available on Vimeo. The link will be below. The link also to my personal readings scheduling site. If you would like one of those. Otherwise, please do have a great August. Lots and lots of love, and I shall see you again soon.